At the edge of the world, where fire and ice meet, lies a land carved by creation itself, Iceland. A place where the earth breathes through steaming geysers, where waterfalls tumble with untamed power, and where glaciers stretch into horizons of silence and light. Here, nature is not a backdrop, but the very heartbeat of existence. Iceland is a realm of contrasts, molten lava fields glowing with ancient fire, and crystalline ice caves shimmering like frozen cathedrals. Its black sand beaches whisper stories of the ocean's eternal rhythm, while volcanic peaks stand like guardians over an otherworldly landscape. In this place, time feels suspended, as if past and future dissolve into the purity of the present moment. Under the midnight sun, the land glows in eternal twilight, and in winter's embrace, the northern lights dance across the heavens, a celestial ballet that awakens something ancient within us. Each vista, each hidden valley, each roaring cascade, invites us to see not only the grandeur of the world, but also the mysteries within ourselves. This is more than a journey through a destination, it is a pilgrimage into wonder. Iceland is the unseen made visible, the whisper of creation, the pulse of the earth, the dream of a world untouched. Welcome to Wonders of Iceland, a land of extremes, a land of enchantment, a land where the spirit of the earth still speaks. At the foot of Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier, lies Jökulsárlón, a lagoon born of ice and time. Here, massive icebergs, sculpted into surreal forms, drift silently across a mirror-like surface, their colors shifting from crystalline white to deep sapphire blue. Each fragment carries centuries of history, broken free from the glacier and set adrift on a journey toward the sea. The stillness of Jökulsárlón is profound. The only sounds are the quiet crack of ice splitting, the gentle lapping of water, and the distant calls of seabirds circling above. Seals glide between the floating giants, weaving gracefully through a landscape that feels both fragile and eternal. This lagoon is more than a natural wonder, it is a glimpse into the living memory of the earth. Every iceberg tells a story of frozen time, carved by wind, water, and the relentless hand of nature. At dawn and dusk, the lagoon glows with ethereal light, turning its icy sculptures into cathedrals of glass, reflections shimmering like dreams upon the surface. Jökulsárlón is Iceland's poetry in motion, a place where the soul feels the weight of silence, and where the beauty of impermanence reveals itself in drifting ice. Where the icy breath of Jökulsárlón meets the restless Atlantic, lies a shore unlike any other, Diamond Beach. Here, fragments of ancient glaciers, carried from the lagoon, wash ashore upon black volcanic sands. Polished by waves, they glitter under the sun like scattered jewels, each shard of ice a crystal born from time's embrace. The contrast is otherworldly, midnight sands and luminous ice, fire and frost entwined. Some pieces glow with a pale blue fire, others shine clear as glass, and together they form a shoreline of fleeting diamonds, destined to melt back into the sea. Every tide reshapes the scene, creating a new masterpiece with every passing hour. Waves crash and whisper across the shore, carrying away pieces of yesterday and delivering new gems of tomorrow. Seabirds will overhead, their wings flashing in the light as they trace circles over this shimmering border between earth and ocean. Diamond Beach is not merely a spectacle, it is a meditation on impermanence, a reminder that beauty often exists in its most fragile, transient form. To stand here is to witness time dissolve, as ice carved over centuries vanishes in moments, leaving behind only memory, wonder, and the brilliance of the present. Amid the rugged lava fields of Iceland, where black stone stretches to the horizon, an ethereal pool glows with a milky azure light, the Blue Lagoon. This geothermal wonder, born from the island's volcanic heart, shimmers like a dream against the starkness of its surroundings. Steam drifts upward, veiling the air with whispers of warmth, as mineral-rich waters flow in quiet invitation. The lagoon is more than a pool, it is a sanctuary where fire and ice meet in harmony. The water, infused with silica, algae, and minerals, reflects a soft, opalescent blue that seems to pulse with an inner radiance. To slip into its embrace is to feel the earth's ancient energy, healing, soothing, timeless. Encircled by black lava rock, the Blue Lagoon feels at once otherworldly and deeply grounding. The rising mist dances with the wind, blurring the line between body and spirit, between the tangible and the unseen. Here, the boundaries of the natural world dissolve, leaving only stillness, warmth, and a sense of renewal. The Blue Lagoon is not simply a destination, it is an experience of elemental balance, a living testament to Iceland's power to transform contrasts into pure, transcendent beauty. From the cliffs of southern Iceland, a thunderous curtain of water plunges with unstoppable force, Skógafoss, a waterfall born from glaciers and time. Here, the Skóga River leaps 60 meters into the depths below, its roar filling the valley with an eternal hymn to the wild spirit of the land. Mist rises in endless waves, softening the air, catching the light, and painting fleeting rainbows across the sky. Legends whisper that treasures lie hidden behind the falls, guarded by the spirits of Iceland's ancient past. Standing before Skógafoss, one feels this truth, not merely a cascade of water, but a gateway to myth and memory. The cliffs that flank the waterfall bear the weight of centuries, their moss-covered stones glowing emerald in the spray. Climb the winding path to the summit, and the world expands, a panorama of black sands, distant glaciers, and the restless sea stretching beyond imagination. At its heart, Skógafoss is a meeting place of power and grace. The force of its descent speaks of untamed strength, while the shimmering rainbows remind us of beauty fragile and fleeting. It is both thunder and silence, a moment where the eternal pulse of nature overwhelms and humbles the soul. Along Iceland's southern ring, where glaciers melt into rivers that carve through stone, Seljalandsfoss appears like a dream made of water and light. Its slender veil falls gracefully from ancient cliffs, descending with a quiet majesty that feels both tender and eternal. Unlike any other, this waterfall offers a rare invitation, to walk behind its shimmering curtain and step into a secret world between earth and sky. From within its watery embrace, the cascade transforms into a living cathedral. The sound of falling water echoes like sacred chants, while sunlight filters through the mist, turning droplets into glimmering gems suspended in the air. Each step feels like crossing into a place where time holds its breath. The cliffs surrounding Seljalandsfoss glow with moss and wildflowers, guardians of this mystical stage. At sunset, the golden light bathes the falls, weaving together shadow, fire, and water into a vision so ethereal it seems born from legend. To stand here is to witness nature's delicate artistry, strength expressed in softness, power revealed in elegance. Seljalandsfoss is not only seen but felt, an intimate reminder that beauty lives in movement, in fleeting moments, and in the quiet spaces where the world opens itself to wonder. At the heart of Iceland lies Thingvellir, a landscape where Earth itself seems to whisper its ancient stories. Here, vast rift valleys stretch wide, carved by the slow and silent drift of continents. Standing within this sacred ground, you feel the pulse of creation, as if the land is still being born beneath your feet. This place is not only a geological wonder but also a sanctuary of history. The echoes of the world's first parliament linger in the air, where voices once rose in open fields beneath the endless sky. To walk here is to walk within the fabric of Iceland's identity, woven from fire, ice, and the enduring will of its people. Crystal-clear streams emerge from underground springs, their waters so pure they shimmer like liquid glass, flowing gently through the mossy earth. In autumn, golden light warms the rugged cliffs, in winter, silence deepens, and the park wears its cloak of snow, serene and timeless. Thingvellir is a meeting place, of nature and memory, of continents and cultures, of the visible and the unseen. It reminds us that beauty often lies in the spaces between worlds, where the earth itself breathes, and history lives within the stillness of the land. Hidden within Iceland's southern landscapes, Fjaðrárgljúfur unfolds like a passageway carved from myth. Its serpentine gorge winds for nearly 2 kilometers, where sheer moss-clad cliffs rise like the walls of an ancient temple. The river below whispers ceaselessly, etching its path through stone, as though writing an endless poem only the earth can read. Walking along its rim, every bend reveals new perspectives, towering green walls bathed in light and shadow, narrow corridors where silence lingers, and sudden vistas where the canyon opens into a dreamscape of untamed beauty. From above, the curves of the gorge resemble strokes of an artist's brush, a masterpiece painted by water and time. When mist drifts across the cliffs, Fjaðrárgljúfur feels otherworldly, a place suspended between reality and legend. In spring, the moss glows an electric green; in winter, frost clings to its edges, and the canyon becomes a frozen sanctuary. To stand at its edge is to feel the enormity of nature's patience, the slow carving of stone, the shaping of landscapes over millennia. Fjaðrárgljúfur is not just a canyon, it is a living reminder that beauty often hides in the quiet persistence of the elements, sculpting eternity from fragility. Vast and luminous, Vatnajökull stretches across the heart of Iceland like a frozen ocean, a world of ice that holds both silence and power within its depths. This is Europe's largest glacier, a realm where time slows, and the earth reveals its most ancient face. Beneath its shimmering surface lie volcanoes that slumber in secrecy, reminding us that even within stillness, fire breathes. To walk upon Vatnajökull is to step into another world. Jagged ice ridges rise like crystal cathedrals, their walls glowing in hues of blue that shift with light and shadow. Crevasses plunge deep into the glacier's heart, echoing with mystery, while caves carved by melting waters shimmer with an ethereal glow, as if lit from within. The glacier is more than frozen beauty, it is a living force. Rivers flow from its edges, feeding lagoons where icebergs drift like silent travelers. In winter, the landscape becomes a realm of stark purity. In summer, the glacier gleams against the midnight sun, a luminous crown on Iceland's wild expanse. Vatnajökull is a reminder of nature's grandeur and fragility, a place where endurance and transformation coexist, where the soul feels the immensity of Earth's ancient heartbeat, eternal yet ever-changing. Across Iceland's winter skies, when darkness deepens and silence settles over snow, the heavens awaken with a dance of light. The northern lights, ethereal ribbons of green, violet, and gold, unfurl like veils of fire across the night, shifting and weaving in patterns no hand could ever draw. To witness them is to see the cosmos breathe, as though the sky itself were alive with spirit. In Iceland, under skies untouched by city glow, the northern lights remind us of wonder beyond comprehension, the quiet truth that our world is more luminous, more alive, than we often allow ourselves to believe. On the Reykjanes Peninsula, where the earth is restless and ancient forces stir beneath the crust, Fagradalsfjall rises as a reminder of Iceland's living, breathing fire. When its eruption began, rivers of molten lava spilled across the darkened landscape, glowing like veins of light drawn from the planet's core. To stand near its edge is to witness creation itself, raw, untamed, and eternal. Even in stillness, the land bears the mark of fire's artistry. Hardened fields of obsidian and ash stretch like alien canvases, sculpted by the relentless dialogue between magma and sky. Steam rises gently from the ground, carrying with it the breath of the earth, an echo of the power that lies hidden just below. At night, the volcano becomes a beacon. The fiery glow illuminates the horizon, transforming silence into a hymn of light and heat. Each eruption, fleeting yet profound, is a reminder that Iceland is not fixed but forever in motion, a land shaped by both destruction and rebirth. Fagradalsfjall is more than a volcano, it is a portal to the origins of creation, a place where one feels the immense heartbeat of the earth itself, alive with fire, endlessly sculpting the world anew. On Iceland's eastern horizon, where the Atlantic winds meet rugged shores, Vestrahorn rises like a jagged crown of stone. Its dark basalt peaks cut sharply into the sky, mirrored in the black sands and tidal pools that stretch before it. This is a landscape of stark contrast, where mountains touch the heavens while their reflections shimmer quietly upon the earth. At sunrise, golden light spills across the ridges, igniting the peaks in hues of fire, while the sands below glow with an otherworldly sheen. When mist drifts from the sea, the mountain becomes shrouded in mystery, half hidden, half revealed, as though it belongs as much to legend as to the present. The air here is filled with solitude, broken only by the rhythm of waves and the distant cries of seabirds circling the cliffs. In winter, snow crowns the summits, while auroras weave above, transforming Vestrahorn into a place of dreamlike majesty. To stand before it is to feel both small and infinite, caught between the immensity of stone and sky. Vestrahorn is more than a mountain, it is a reflection of Iceland itself, wild, raw, and eternal, a landscape where beauty lingers in silence and the soul awakens to wonder. Rising gracefully from the Snæfellsnes Peninsula, Kirkjufell stands like a sentinel between sea and sky. Its perfect, conical form, reflected in the still waters below, makes it one of Iceland's most iconic landscapes, a mountain shaped not only by nature but also by myth. Known as the Church Mountain, its silhouette carries an almost sacred presence, as though it were a shrine carved from the heart of the earth. At its base, Kirkjufellsfoss tumbles gently, its waters weaving silver threads that frame the mountain in a timeless portrait. Together, the falls and the peak form a harmony of motion and stillness, of power and serenity. In the glow of summer's midnight sun, the mountain glows with soft golden light. In winter, crowned by snow and beneath the swirling aurora, it becomes a beacon of otherworldly beauty. Legends whisper through the winds that brush its slopes, stories of trolls and ancient guardians who shaped this land. To stand here is to feel that myth and reality are inseparable, that Kirkjufell is not only a mountain but a keeper of Iceland's spirit. Kirkjufell is a reminder that beauty can be both quiet and eternal, a place where earth, water, and sky converge in perfect balance. As our journey through Iceland draws to a close, we are left with images that feel more like dreams than places upon a map. From towering glaciers to fiery volcanoes, from silent canyons to waterfalls that sing with endless motion, this island stands as a living testament to the raw artistry of nature. Iceland is a land where fire and ice embrace, where the earth is constantly reborn, and where every horizon carries the weight of both mystery and wonder. We have walked beneath veils of water, stood at the edge of glowing lava, traced rivers that carved through ancient stone, and gazed upward at skies painted with the dancing light of the aurora. Each landscape is a story, some fierce and untamed, others delicate and serene, but all woven together by the timeless rhythm of the earth's heartbeat. Iceland does not simply invite you to see, it asks you to feel. To listen to the silence between crashing waves. To breathe the cold air where glaciers meet the sea. To carry within your soul the reminder that beauty is both fragile and eternal. As the journey ends, the essence of Iceland lingers, a place where creation is never finished, where the unseen becomes visible, and where the spirit of the earth speaks through fire, ice, and light. May its wonders remain with you, not only as memories, but as inspiration to seek the extraordinary in the world around you.